Now, hopefully tonight's trivia will come out better and we'll have a bigger crowd. Yeah, I look forward to seeing how tonight turns out. I'm going to turn the stand some. There, it's a little better. Instead of being all up in the air. There we go. Yes. All right. Now for when the folks come in and we get to do our awesome trivia and have fun. The questions are all about couples. It'll be interesting to see how many people knows the couples. My head's crooked. Mm. Mm. Terry had a good live stream. Didn't have the big crowd that she had, but it was still a good live stream. She had a decent crowd. Played a little bit of trivia. Didn't do so well on it this time. I came out with 3 points. Everybody else was ahead of me. So, but I was trying to edit, get a video uploaded and everything. So that kind of ruined my concentration. There was quite a few things that was talked about that I just didn't know the answer to. And I don't ask questions. I don't look to see. If I don't know it, I don't answer it. Don't cheat, so to speak. No, I keep seeing people popping in and then they leave, and I don't know. Where are my people? They know it comes on at 6. Where are my people? Hey, people! Wouldn't it be sad now if I chased everybody off with my little video this morning? But I was just telling the truth. We don't want to quarrel. We want to encourage people to come in on the chat. Hello? Miss Catherine is saying hi. I have a video processing. It's almost ready to be uploaded. They're in and they're out. Hello? There's an echo. I can hear the crickets chirping. Boy, this is the longest I've gone without anybody for a while. My goodness. Wow. It's been a long time since I've had an empty stream. A long time. Of course, life happens, so. Patiently wait. Patiently wait. Everyone is still welcomed. Come out, wherever you are. Hello? Wow, this is incredible. Mark, yay, 5 minutes in. I was afraid I was going to have to shut the stream down because nobody was coming in. Hi, David. Not a single notification. Well, that's just like YouTube. You did get a notice of the video this morning, though, saying what time that the stream would be on, correct? I mean, that's the reason why I give the video in earlier in the day, so just in case there's no notification, so that people knows it's still going to run. But if you don't get notice of that video either, then so once again, I'm going to say, very simply, if you don't get a notification, just go on ahead and check on my channel and make sure. And that's just like YouTube, though, to fail that. Good old YouTube. They like to find a way to screw somebody over. How much you want to bet that every time PewDiePie does the live stream, everybody gets a notice? All 99 million folks. I'd say it does. I'd say it does. It's easy to lose track of time. It really is, especially like you get involved in something and then like before you know it, it's time. And I know how that goes. Today I didn't do much of anything, so I was able to put some videos out. I just got done uploading the last video for the day. Yeah, she said that she'd come in today. It was good to see her on Terry's stream. She done really good on the short notice trivia that Terry ran. I didn't know half of the questions. I was trying my best to hear him, but I was also somewhat distracted because I was trying to edit. I almost got all the videos in that I wanted before the stream. Almost. It was busy. It would have been nice for me to have gotten out and gone walking, but it ended up getting hot again anyway, so it's kind of a good thing that I didn't even plan on it. Hi, Julian. I've missed you, buddy. I have to say, Julian, the other day when you came into the stream and told people to leave me alone, you was my hero. I greatly appreciate you just busting in there and knocking them all out like that. I mean, everybody else was doing a good job, but you spoke up very sternly. I appreciate that. Anybody who does, I appreciate. But you was my hero at that moment. I don't like it when people's mean to any of you guys. Seriously, to any of you. And I don't care if they're a regular here in the chat or a troll. I don't like it. Did all of yous watch the video that I put out today about the group? I done right with that video, right? I was wanting to put out a video a couple days about that and finally got it out. I want everybody to be nice to everyone. I mean, regardless of how we feel, we all need to be kind to one another. I mean, the trolls are bad enough, but when they're green among us, that's not good. We're all good friends and stuff, so we shouldn't have to fight. He did, and he apologized. He apologized to you and Mitchell and Nikki and to everybody on the chat. He admitted that he was childish and that he was going to be respectful to everybody. You'll just have to read the comment. I pretty well said what he wrote. But it wasn't, even though Ian was the spawn of the video, that goes to everybody. It was good. And it's just like when Julia apologized for going on. I mean, we're close. We don't need to go bickering about anything. And I do want new people to come into the chat. It bothered me really bad when Wondering Haggis walked off because he didn't want to be in a chat where there was arguing. It bothered me really bad. She may show up or she may not. Who knows? She managed to make it on Grandpa's live stream for about 5 minutes, so that was good. Now, I don't know if she's going to make it in or not. If she does, it'll be awesome. Well, he made it last night, didn't he? Let me look here. No, he didn't make it last night. I was thinking he made it last night. It's always hard to tell with Mitchell where the things are going the way that they are in his family. So it's always hard to tell about Mitchell. I like to think, though, that Mitchell won't let anybody stop him from coming in except for spending time with his parents. So. I'm hoping that Levi gets to make it in. He hadn't been feeling good. He made it the other night and said that he just hadn't been feeling well. So hopefully he'll make it in. Well, it's hurtful to everybody. I mean, the person that it's targeted to, yes, but everybody who's involved, it hurts. It hurt me because I want all of you guys on here. I want everybody to get to show up. And so, that's hurtful to me. Oh, good, Mitchell. I was hoping that you'd be able to come in no matter what. Hope that you're that tough. If Ian makes it in, he said that he was going to be kind to everybody. So he apologized and he's going to be kind to everybody. We can all get along and we can be a good example to other people. Draw people in with our friendliness and our funniness and our peace. And I don't want people to be afraid to come into this chat. Kind of made me feel good when Marie said that she feels safe coming here because the trolls don't seem to follow her. That's what I want. I want this to be a safe haven for people. When they've had a rough day, that they can just come into the chat and breathe, have some fun, meet new folks, have a good time. How many knows married couples? Oh, well, that's good, David. I'm glad. See, that's just one of the reasons for me doing these. Married couples, famous couples, but married. I think there's only one couple that I'd written down that actually never did get married. Do your best. As Mom said yesterday, the trivia is all in fun. Whether you get the answer or not, it's all in fun. So just do your best. Surely you know some of them anyway. I think in a way I kind of made it too easy. It is interesting the way it turned out yesterday with the car trivia. Yeah, you are, Terry. No, just famous. I wouldn't know how to begin with regular married couples. Do you pay any attention, Terry, to what it shows you when you shut off your stream? Yeah, I think he had an extra cup just waiting, hoping that you'd make it in. Yeah, I saw that, but do you notice what it shows you? Like how many views, how many hours it gives you, how long the duration was for them to view? Did you notice all that? It was. I wish that how did that go? Did that look pretty decent for you? It really makes a giant difference in the view hours. It really does. In the view time and the view hours. Makes a big difference. I used to have a girlfriend who I was engaged to, but it got broke off. I considered her my wife, but that's in the past. Yeah. Things like that happens. Sadly, it happens. Yeah, if I hadn't been editing, I probably still wouldn't have done any better. Honest. I was doing my best to seriously hear what Brandon was saying. And I was hearing what he was saying. That one, though, I was thinking anthropologist. But I guess anthropologist or whatever the heck that is doesn't have anything to do with digging up fossils or relics or whatever the question was. I know. Did you look on your analytics to see if at least it gave you the credit for that, even if you deleted it? That's very much possible, Julian. You did tell us about that. So because it's deleted, you didn't even get the credit for it. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking of Led Zeppelin is what I wrote down. I get Zeppelin and Leopard confused. So I was trying to pay attention to where I was at on my editing. I think I only had 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I actually came out with 7, but it seriously felt like there was only 5. Um, oh, you need to behave, young man. Remember, you be a good man. You do what's right, whether you're in school or at home. Stop getting in trouble, buddy. Miracles still happen, Terry. Now, I'm believing God's going to send somebody your way because He sees your heart. He knows your pain. I believe He's going to send someone your way. Even if He makes a way for David to come across the ocean and come and join you here in Texas. Something will happen for you. I just know it will. Oh, you're welcome, Terry. I mean it from the bottom of my heart, too. Well, at least you didn't purposefully get into trouble. I reckon it's easy to forget a textbook. Textbook. Very lovely. Such a beautiful woman. You make me look bad. Not that I'm trying to be impressive anyway, but. Oh, and Dylan said that more than likely he can't make it in. Woman, if I could make it to Pasadena, I would smack your rump and then give you a hug. Yeah, I can see that too. Thank you. It was the review I gave on the makeup. I had to give myself a complete facial. Yeah, for sure. Don't forget any of your textbooks. I agree with David. You need to stop putting yourself down. Thank you, Julian. Anyway, Dylan said he probably can't make it in today. He had wanted really bad to join Terry, and he said he probably wouldn't even be able to make that. Once again, there's garage sales going on, and so he's been so busy helping out with the garage sales and everything. If he makes it in, it will be later, but the way it sounded, he won't be able to make it. You're very welcome, Terry. Good job, Mitchell. That's one way to do it. Good job. Yeah, he said that they was replenishing it or something like that. So anyway, more than likely Savannah's helping as well. So if they make it in, they make it in. If not, oh well. Yeah, I love her cats too, and I like Siamese. I think Siamese are gorgeous. Lemonade and Marshmallow are beautiful, beautiful kitties. I think they're helping with somebody else. Yeah, they've been very busy. I don't know if it's just one person or if it's several people. You're welcome. I'd say they're soft. How fluffy they are. I'd say they're soft. Miss Catherine's soft. Don't forget your tissues, Terry. We don't want the mascara running. We want to keep that eyeliner and mascara in check. No burning eyes tonight. Keep a tissue. Not too tired. Ian. Oh, Ian. Baby, I wasn't meaning to make anybody cry. I was just saying it point blank. I don't want anybody quarreling. I want everybody to be here. I love all of you. Believe it or not, I almost started crying while making the video, and I had to hold myself. I'm glad that you're here, pal. Mom needs to come to the USA for a nice visit. Out of tears. You're too tired. Just all out of tears. Well, then I guess a crying emoji works just fine. Wow. Yep, common ground right there. Elvis. Elvis is definitely in some buildings. Oh, Ian. It does. It takes a whole lot of guts to apologize. And it is hard to swallow that sometimes. I don't know how many times that I've had to apologize to somebody, and it's hard to bite that bullet. But it's always the right thing to do. Absolutely. We are. We are all friends. Does it look like this is pretty well all that we're having for today? Apparently, whenever I say what kind of trivia we're having, people were less interested. So if I just say we're having trivia and let them worry about what and set the line straight. Anyway, so I think from now on, I'm just going to say we're doing trivia, and that way people will pile in and they can worry about the subject later. So let's go on ahead and get started. I will be doing points. So now some of these are actually history couples. A lot of them are actually history couples, so this might help some. Hey, Mom. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, just making it point blank. Drawing the line. All right, let's go on ahead and get started here, folks. First one. Who was Amelia Earhart's husband? Who was Amelia Earhart's husband? I do appreciate you trying to protect us, Ian, but I need the protection from as any trolls. Yeah, I didn't either until I was looking it up. No, her plane wasn't her husband. Close, very close. Absolutely. All the past is clean, it's wiped off, starting fresh with this first trivia question. Julian, you don't know if she was married. What do you think, Ian? Had you ever heard? What was Amelia Earhart's husband? Who was he? I do like Mitchell's answer though. Her plane. You would think her plane was her husband. She loved her plane. No. No, that's about as questionable as asking that she was actually married. Oh my gosh, well, your history teacher is incorrect. I would have thought of her being single before her ever being gay, for sure. Amelia's husband was George Putnam. Putnam, Putnam. So, in reality, David actually pretty well got it. He had the last name in the right perspective. And I'm going to give that to you, David. Seeing that pretty well everybody seriously believes that she was single. One person actually knowing that she was married at one time, probably until she disappeared. I like to believe that she found a safe haven on an island that she landed on, and they just never found her. They had showed a photograph of an island with some native people on it, and there was a person. The photograph was blurry, but it really did look like Amelia. Yeah, we may never know. Yummy. Nice piping hot with some sweet honey. Yum, yum. Yeah, maybe a lot of people can guess this one. Who was Marilyn Monroe's husband? Who was Marilyn Monroe's husband? She was a brave pilot. No, it was a JFK. Very good, Terry. Very good. Terry has got a mark up on the board. Awesome. She did have affairs. She did, but she actually had got married. It was Joe DiMaggio. No, she didn't have several husbands. She just had the affairs. She was married to Joe DiMaggio for 9 months. And like, yeah, she did. She had an affair with JFK, and who else? I mean, the answer that they gave was Joe DiMaggio. And supposedly, like, he beat on her because she had an affair with someone else. And then she filed for a divorce. So if she was married to anybody else, I don't know. The only answer they had was Joe DiMaggio. So I have no idea if it was suicide or murder or what. Interesting. A sad idol, Terry. She was a very bad influence. A lot of people likes Marilyn Monroe, though. A lot of people. Who is Bill Gates' wife? Who is Bill Gates' wife? Her red diary needs to be found. Very good, Mitchell. Mrs. Gates, that's simple. Linda Gates. Yeah, Mrs. Gates. You know what? I'm going to let you have that, Ian. So we've got. Yeah, I know that it was drugs that killed her. I just don't know if it was forced on her or if she committed suicide. Mitchell gets a mark. David gets a mark. Mom gets a mark. Mark gets a mark. Yeah, that is a smart move. That's a very smart move. Julian, you're welcome, Mark. I need to not move so fast. Julian's behind. Yeah. Yeah, and if you're not aware, I said that however anybody gets the answer is fine with me. Marie run by two because her husband gave her the answer, so that's all it is. But you find out something new. Let's see if any of you know this person, period. Who was Diego Rivera's wife? Who was Diego Rivera's wife? I'd say no one's ever even heard of Diego Rivera. I know I never did. I thought I'd throw that question in there, though, to see if anybody does. Diego Rivera was actually an artist, and his wife was an artist also. I don't know where they were from or what. I really don't know anything about them other than what I read. Charlene's a good guess. Is Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo. Learned something new there. Who was Martin Luther King Jr.'s wife? Martin Luther King. A very good guess, Ian. Ah. Seriously? Awesome. Good. So, who was Martin Luther King Jr.'s wife? You know, I ended up forgetting just how smart David is. Mrs. King, yes. That's okay, Mitch. If you don't know, you don't know. Everybody gets a mark. Mark is the one who actually gave the full name. It was Coretta Scott King. And I'm giving that to you also, Ian, because you're all right. Oh, oh goodness. Sorry, guys. Oh, yummy. Oh, you know he got your honey. Who was Paul Newman's second wife? Who was Paul Newman's second wife? I have tried European biscuits. They are good. They are very good. Ain't nothing like a good old-fashioned breakfast supper, Mrs. Newman. Can't remember her surname. Mrs. Newman the second. Yeah, you're pretty close on that, David. You going to take a guess, Terry? Gertrude Newman. Oh, really? He done pretty good. He done pretty good. Well, then you're learning some things, aren't you? His second wife was Joanne Woodward. I had to take my time to pronounce that because that is a very difficult tongue twister. So you pretty well got that, David. Oh, you like Steve McQueen as well, huh? I've not really watched any of Steve McQueen's movie except for The Blob. Okay, Terry. I watched him in The Blob. Other than that, I really never have watched any of his movies. Now, this one, I think everybody's going to get a point. Everybody, I'm pretty certain. Who was John F. Kennedy's wife? Who was John F. Kennedy's wife? Whoa. Mr. Smarty Man. Second time given the full name, which they didn't even add Onassis. That's pretty good coming up with her middle name like that. Yeah, I know Onassis was her main name. Don't know who would call somebody Bouvier, but you definitely got that one, Mark. Oh, wow. Any English questions? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. But you're doing mighty good for not being American, buddy. You're ahead with 5. Can't be any complaints, right? I had forgot though when you first came in the chat, when you first started coming to the chat, and you almost caught up with the person that had the most marks. You made it! This time we don't have to say goodbye to you. I'm about ready to write down Carol instead of your full username. Boris Johnson Mitchell, who is Prime Minister of UK. Oh, okay. Don't feel bad. It was almost 6 minutes before the first person came in because nobody got notification. And that's the reason why I give the video ahead of time so that everybody knows. Because I just got a feeling that YouTube isn't going to give notice. Oh, okay. Okay, the next question. Who stayed by Clyde Barrow's side? Who stayed by Clyde Barrow's side? Would you happen to know her last name? I'm giving that to you, Ian. Does anybody happen to know her last name? Smith? No, it's not Smith. But I'm giving it to you because you're giving the first one. Well, that's good enough. That's good enough, Carol. No, it's not the name of a bird. I was just wondering if anybody knew their last name. No, no, not Sparrow. Ugh. Her last name is Parker. Good night. Love you, Terry. Miss. No, the last name wasn't Smith. Her last name was actually Parker. 5 for Mark. 7 for David. Mom finally gets 5. Mitchell's finally up to 4. Grandma gets a mark. Now we're talking about the first one. Julian's finally up to 4. Ian's got 5. Awesome. Very good. Mitchell, you're up to 5 now. Mark is up to 6. Grandma has 2. Alice. Okay. Not this time, David. Mom is up to 6. Oh, you spelled it right, buddy. You've got 6. Idea. No. Yes. And Julian's got 5. This is such a silly computer, seriously. Mrs. Cash. Vivian. Okay. Grandma now has 3. Mom has 7. Mitch is now up to 6. Julian now has 6. And Mark has 7. The Vivian would have been his first wife, but they was talking about his second wife, the one that he was with until she died. Remember, these were famous couples. It's not like the first one, but what the couples are most remembered for. So, trying to be careful not to cause the cursor to blank out. Yes. Very good, Grandma. I'll let you have that, Mark. Mr. Kelly. Hi, Ian. Oh, wow. Carol is up to 4 now. And David is now up to 8. That's okay. That's true, Prince. That's 7 for Julian. 8 for Mom. I'm letting you have it with the Prince and royal family. Yeah, I know. I know. I gave you the point. I tell you what, you all know these famous couples a lot better than I do. I would have gotten maybe 2, at least 1. Mrs. Wilson. I'll let you have that one, Ian. Are you still in here, Carol? I need to ask that. Mr. Hans. Mark is up to 10. Mitchell now has 7. David has 10. Hello, Anthony. You don't know who Goldie Hawn is? You seriously don't know who Goldie Hawn is? Wow. And as it happens, Ian, it was Mr. Hawn's because they're not married. They have been together for over 30 years, but they're not married. She's an actress. She's a famous actress. Oh well, oh well. I mean, if you don't know her, then you don't know her. I thought everybody knew Goldie Hawn. Okay, this is the last question. That's okay, Julian. Yeah. She's getting old. She is. She's getting old. And so's Kurt. It is strange. It is, D-Mac. David. Goldie Hawn. She's old. Wow, this is incredible, folks. You all know famous couples pretty good, seriously. You just know that she's Asian. Hi, Marie. Just know that she's Asian. Well, that's better than nothing. Oh, that's okay, Marie. So, you all will be so shocked at these scores. All right, Mitchell. Before you go, buddy, you came in at 7, so that's pretty good, Mitchell. You done good tonight, baby. Have a good night, buddy. So, Mark came in with 11. David came in with 11. Julian came in with 9. Mitchell came in with 7. I'm sure Terry would have done better, but of course she had to leave. But she still had 1. Mom came in with 10. Carol made it with 5. And Ian came out with 9. So every one of yous are close. Yins know famous couples pretty good, honestly. Everybody name what state you're in. You ended up with 11. You had 11, Mark. Frankenstein Bride. Oh, that was plumb at the end of it, bud. Thank you, Mark. David is across the ocean. And there Anthony goes. We've got a Pennsylvania. That's good enough. Good enough, Anthony. Let's let other people answer here. We've got a Virginia and a California and an Illinois. We have got them all over the place. And when I was looking on my analytics, however you pronounce it, it showed that I have got 0.3% from Jordan. 0.3% is watching me from Jordan. That is so cool. Minnesota? Did he say Minnesota or Montana? Yep, coast to coast. I think it's awesome. And I think 2% is from Hungary. So I've got 0.2%, 0.2% from Hungary and 0.3% from Jordan. Montana. Thank you, Julian. And then I've got another one that's from Australia, but they're not even showing him up. They're not even giving me a 0.1% for one. That is a mix. Texas is very appealing in my opinion. There's a lot of things going for Texas, a whole lot of things. Yes, Levi is Ohio. No, it's Ohio. He said that he's only like I think he said he's only like around 30 minutes from Mark and Nikki. I think that's what he said, either 3 hours or 30 minutes from Mark and Nikki. See, me and Mom, we're Ohioans. Yeah, that's what he said, 30 minutes from the Dayton shooting. That right there would be kind of creepy in itself. Okay, we're going to run this until an hour and 30 minutes, guys. Yeah. I still think it's so cool, though. I mean, Ohio is poverty stricken in a lot of its parts, but I've still got a pride for Ohio. I love Ohio. I love East Liverpool, Ohio. Oh, no, that's okay. That's just fine, Marie. I understand. Quite a few people came in late. My very first one came in 5 minutes after I started streaming, so all that. Whenever you can just make it in, Marie, is fine. Whenever. It's fine. I agree with David, yes. Anytime when you can make it in is good. Anytime. So yeah. I hate it that Carol's in here and bye, Carol. I hate it that Carol is hearing impaired. And if I knew sign language, that would help, I guess. I don't want her to miss anything that we're saying in the chat. I think we're good, Anthony. I think he's gone. I do believe he's gone, buddy. I appreciate it. A lot of people doesn't. I know a lot of people suffers insomnia, or it takes a while for their brain to shut down for rest. I know a whole lot of people that's like that. That's rough. That's very rough. I've had that a couple times. There's sometimes I struggle to get to sleep on the whole part. I'm out at least 5 minutes after I lay down. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Marie. That's what I want. I want it to be a good chat for everybody to come into. Now, I didn't know that, Julian. Yep. That's what I want. I want this to be a pleasant place for people to just come in and be able to breathe and make friends and have a good time. Raleigh, North Carolina. My dad used to smoke Raleighs ages ago. Ages ago. I even remember what the package looked like. Well, thank you, Marie. Yep. I like how David said it. It helps him to unwind. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. All righty. Have a good night, buddy. Get the coupon. Oh, cool. I hope they get it in to play the Super Bowl this time. I don't remember, Anthony. That's been a little while ago. You've been a part of this family now for quite some time. Do you remember what you said? On the back of Raleigh's, yep. Mom and Dad used to collect those. Well, good. Is she going to get in here or? Now I'm going to be closing this down in 8 more minutes. Oh, I remember that you shared quite a few things with us. Awesome. That's good news. They've got a decent chance. Yeah, she came in and she had to leave. She had to feed her kid. She said so. But she did. She made it in for a little while. She's doing okay. She's doing all right. Well, tell her to hurry up because there's only 7 minutes left on this stream. At least so I can say hi to her. I do remember though, Anthony, that you was talking about that you are trying really hard to gain some weight because you're so underweight. And so you was trying to gain some weight. And then you shared with us your age. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's okay. Ah, the next time that I see her or anything, yeah, I'll tell her that you miss her. You want to be chubby. You did share with us that at one time you was pretty underweight, that she was pretty small. I hear you, Catherine. But Mama can't feed you your bowl. It's too early. You're going to be really hungry tonight. You keep making sure more than normal. You got to stop doing that. Mama ain't going to put more in your bowl. No, I'm not. No. So, like, I've got my cat on a diet. Good. Yep. Football and golf. Anyway, I've got my cat on a diet. And so, like, when I do give her her bowl, I only put so much in the bowl to begin with. When I do give it to her, I wait until after she's done eating and I put the bowl up until she's hungry again. And the little skunk reed is trying to eat as much as possible. She's overstuffing herself to make sure that she doesn't go without. Hi, Nikki. I'm glad that you made it in. I'm only going to be running this for less than 5 minutes. Me and hubby needs to talk about something. He keeps messaging me, so I'm going to give Jens about 4 more minutes and then we're saying bye. But I'm glad that you got to come in and say hi anyway. That's better than nothing. And I'm trying to hang out, but hubby needs to talk really bad. So, guys, I'm going to go on ahead and say goodnight. I hate it that I'm having to cut this short, but this is important. So, I love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping in. And you all have a great evening, okay? I love you guys. You all take care.